Hello, welcome back if you're a current subscriber. Welcome if you're new. So right now I have the bring back my bars. We're gonna go over. So a lot of these I had warmed if you saw in our live that we did. So I've been warming them. Some of them I've had in for 2 days, like whiteout. Others have been 6 to 12 hours. So we're gonna kind of go over that. So we're gonna start alphabetically. So hopefully this helps you when you are thinking about ordering, and then I'll let you know what I'm gonna order in a 6 pack. So we'll start off with beach, which is papaya, honeydew, and coconut. Spoiler, I used 3 cubes. This was a 10 out of 10, and I did this for 2 days. I didn't take it out until it was pretty much light, and I was like, okay, I need my bedroom to test another scent. So this one as well as whiteout have stayed in. I think those are the two that have stayed in the longest. Yes, well, you'll see Churro did too, but only because of my issues with testing. This, I was sitting outside the last couple of days, and I changed it today to mini loving kisses. But when I was sitting outside for the last couple of days in the beautiful weather, I kept smelling this sitting in my chair. My window was open. I love this, the papaya, the honeydew, and the coconut. This is like, I wish they made a body oil like this. I highly recommend if you like beachy scents. This is a favorite. I thought I had smelled this when we did our live. I had smelled it a long time ago. Found an empty clam of this, but I really couldn't smell that. But I knew I had had it at some point. I love it so much. Now, Cashmere pear, I gave this a 9 out of 10 for performance. So that's how I'm rating them, and then I'll let you know if I'll repurchase them. So this has, it's hints of the pear. You get amber, vanilla. It is strong. I did this in my laundry room with the door shut. It's very good. You get this beautiful vanilla. You do get a little bit of the ginger, but when you have the vanilla and the amber in this, I said this is like a fancy, this is what a fancy home I think smells like. It's so good. I just love this. Did I say pear in this too? Like you do smell the pear, you smell the amber, you get this that creamy vanilla, and then a little bit of the ginger. Don't let that scare you, but this is so good. I would repurchase this. The performance was great in that area. So I loved Cashmere pear. I've had that in the past as well. I did not warm cherry vanilla. I'm sorry, but this on cold, I do not like. It smells very cough medicine. I'm not going to warm this. I am sorry, but I don't want to waste the bar, and unless someone in my house says that they like this, I'm not going to warm it. I will gift it to somebody who does. So I'm not going to warm that. If my daughter agrees to warm it, I will let you know. And I'll insert that clip in here if she does. Churro, man, this is brutal. I started with 5 and I went up to 6 cubes. I know that people have said this is a struggle bus, but this is pathetic. I did this for 2 days. Okay, so I did it. What day is it? It's the weekend, so it's Sunday. So I did this Friday, Saturday. I took it out this morning. I put in happy birthday because I wanted that on my birthday. So this is a beautiful bakery cinnamon. It smells just like a churro, but the performance on this is pathetic. I understand that y'all rave about this, but there is vendor wax, like Teddy B's, milk and cookies. Like there's so many vendors out there that have wax that perform so much better than this for $6 a clam, $5 if you get it, in a bundle. I guess I'm not really sure on why people are hyping this up because it just doesn't perform. Like you're throwing your money away with this. I literally was like, what's in the warmer? What's in the warmer? What's in the warmer? And I was like, oh, it's churro because I can't smell it. This is very disappointing. The hype in this is not worth it. Not at all. If you do vendor wax, then you know they have good bakery. That is pathetic. If Scentsy would have amped up the performance on that, like to where it was a 9 out of 10, I would say that is totally worth it. It's not worth the hype in my opinion. Maybe it's just people who don't do vendor wax, but that is, I don't understand. And then, so your compromises and then you put that in your bedroom, like for me in my house, because I do have a big open concept. I'm very well aware, but there's other scents that like happy birthday is doing great. It's like an 8 out of 10. I don't need scents to be a 10 out of 10 if I know my open concept is challenging. But when you compare Churro to happy birthday, two big differences in that. And so I didn't want to use the full bar. Happy birthday, I did. So should I have used it all? Maybe, but I really wanted to see. It shouldn't have needed all of them. And the only reason I used all of Happy Birthday was because I put that in my entryway as well. Churro was only my open concept, not my entryway. Happy Birthday, that's where the extra 3 pieces went. It performed, I'll get into that, but that's why I used more of Happy Birthday, because it went in 2 bigger areas. Churro was just my open concept living room kitchen. There's just no reason for the hype in that one. I'm sorry, not sorry. I'm not going to tell you that something is worth the money if it's not. Another one that's not worth the money is Mini. Disney Love and Kisses Mini, which is berries, apricot, creamy vanilla. This is on it. I wrote it's a 5 out of 10 at best. I started off with 3 cubes in my bedroom bathroom, which is what I did with Beach. So there's your comparison. Beach, 2 days, 10 out of 10. This, I had to go up to 4, and it's a 5 at best. Seriously, I walked into my bedroom several times, like, what's in here again? Oh, it's Love and Mini, because I've been leaving the clams so I can make mini short videos for YouTube and Instagram. So I've been making shorts as well, and you'll see that so you can find them. But this is really sad. There's other good berry scents. I honestly get more of the apricot in this, so I would rather do apricot vanilla because that performs better than this. I was just very disappointed. My bedroom, I closed my bathroom door and my closet. This still was not great performance for 4 cubes. I don't recommend this. There's other berry scents for the price, it being $6.50. That's not worth it to me. So just, these are my opinions, my thoughts. If you think it is, I'm happy that it's back for you. It's just not for me. Fuzzy Blanket was, again, I would say 5 out of 10. It was pretty light for me. I know, and I only used 3. Next time I'll try to use the rest of it. It was nice though at bedtime. I started this one of the evenings at like 6 o'clock. But when I kept coming into the bedroom, I was like, what's in the warmers again? And I could just smell the hint of this. I love the lavender, the sandalwood. I don't really smell much honeysuckle. It might be there, but I honestly smell more of the lavender sandalwood. I think I'm a big fan of sandalwood. I would prefer warming my satin sheets. That's in my club. I know it's not available. They took another great scent away. I wish the performance was a little bit stronger. I can't see when these were poured. Now, I know people said, well, what if Scentsy just poured these? They've known about this Bring Back My Bar for, how many months ago we voted, if you believe that. So they've had to have known. So I can't imagine these are all freshly poured. But again, I will give it some time and see if it performs better. In the comments, let me know if you've had it before and it warms better than that, because that was just very light for me. Another one, I warmed my old bar of this. So I would say 9 out of 10 strong because I don't like this scent. So this one is, this is a dark plum to me. It says black plum, spice berries, bourbon. Oh, this is so strong to me. Oh, this was the scent of the month when I first started, and I just don't enjoy this. I know a lot of you do, and I know you're very excited to have this back, so I'm very happy for you, but I could see warming this on Halloween. It just gives me a Halloween, fall, dark night, stormy night vibe. Not a love of mine, but I'm very happy for all of you that voted that back. Okay, now this one is the one I said was 8 out of 10. It's strong. It's just not like Beach is 10 out of 10. This was 8 out of 10. Very warm day today. The windows are open. This is doing well. I'm very happy with the 8 out of 10 for Happy Birthday. Again, this smells like a funfetti cake to me. This is beautifully done. I absolutely love this. It's about 8 hours now that it's been in, and I'm just happy. It's my birthday, so I had to put this in, and I wanted to make this video so that I could get this up in time before you guys order. So the longest I've had a scent in is 2 days, like I said, but most of them are about 6 or 8 hours. So I may not have the most longevity for you, but I just wanted to be able to share my thoughts with you because a lot of you do like a lot of scents. If you watch my content for the scents that I like, then you're coming and maybe want to know what I enjoyed from this. But there are a lot of great, amazing people that make YouTube videos that have different scent preferences. Lacey from Morrison Blue, she is like mostly the complete opposite, but I still watch her because I appreciate what she says and what she thinks as well. So there's a lot of different people. And if you watched our live, how fun was that with Michelle and Natalie and I, that we smelt them all together. Nobody cheated. I was like very clear on the rules. And we all smelled them together, and just how much our preferences were different. So I really thought that was super fun. I hope you watched it and enjoyed it as much as I did. Harbor's Edge, 9 out of 10. Love this. Beach grass, flowering raspberry, northern oak, fern, salty musk. I get this beach grass. You get a little bit of like a floral note. Oh, geez, this is good. I get muskiness from this. This is so unique. The beach grass in this is just, it's so good. Oh, this just makes me happy. I warmed this in my husband's bathroom in the laundry room, and this was so good. I used 4 cubes because I have a full-size warmer and then 2 minis. This is so unique. If you like aquatic scents, these scent notes are a little scary, but I was very concerned reading those notes. If you like aquatic like I do, I highly recommend this one. It was just so good. It honestly made me so happy. All right, next up is Hemingway, which is ripe apple, sandalwood, cedar, and spice. I wrote 9 out of 10. Love this. It reminds me of a fall apple cider. It's like an apple cider that was in a cedar barrel aged. Oh, this is just so good. If you've ever smelled like stuff that's been in cedar barrel, if you've tried stuff that's in cedar barrels, it's so good. I love this. This is going to be so great for fall. This really reminds me, like I said, of our apple cider. Every time I came upstairs, this actually came down my upstairs. It was starting to come down my hallway. I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 because it was not like massive. Like I have other scents that will come all the way to the entryway landing. This was coming down the stairs. So it's 9. It's getting close to 10. And maybe in the winter when the house doesn't have the windows open and things like that, maybe it would be better. But gosh, this is a beautiful fall scent. I'm very happy to have that. It will go in my club. My wish, I've worn this before, so I didn't do this again because we just recently had this in a Bring Back My Bar. I did my whole series on like my big joke FBI, call the FBI, because that's a big joke of ours. Like a lot of these scents I've already had. So I didn't rewarm my wish. This is a beautiful fig marshmallow. I love this. I have 2 bars, I think. Now I have 3 with this one. I probably will order 3 more to have a 6-pack. I probably will put it in my quarterly club just to have it in case. But honestly, I'm going to talk to you about Painted Leaves next, because I'll tell you that this was out 2 years ago. This is a 10 out of 10. This is blue spruce, red maple, golden woods. This is like walking in the fall and it's rained out and you're walking through the forest. That's the vibe I get. Woodsy, fallen leaves, and a little bit of rain. This is beautiful. It's strong. It's just gorgeous. Please try this if you love fall scents. So 2 years ago, I guess it would be 3 now because it was 2020. I believe it came out in maybe January. So let's just say 2.5 years ago, whatever. So I had ordered, I think 6 bars of this and I still have 2 left. So I'm really contemplating. I'm going to put this in my quarterly and maybe stock up on, I already have 2 or 3 left. I have to count how many I have left and then just have like a 6-pack sitting around because I have such a wax collection. It takes me a while to get through these bars. But if they're going to keep coming back, it just honestly, to me, it makes more sense just to stock up on them than club them because Scentsy keeps bringing back the same dang scents. Another one I've already had is Plum and White Woods. I did warm this because I had a space where I could warm it. I warmed it upstairs. It's 9 out of 10. It was starting to come down to, like, when I started to walk up halfway to the stairs or upstairs, I started to smell this. So 9 out of 10, 6 hours, still going strong. It's lovely. It is raspberries. It's plum with a little bit of the orchid note, like tiny, tiny bit. It's not overly floral in any sense. It's like a beautiful body care-esque girly vibe. Don't get scared by that. I think if you like berries and plum scents, this would be great to try. I probably will put that in my quarterly as well. Okay, Rustic Lodge. I only used one because it's one in my son's bedroom. 10 out of 10. This is woodsy, it's smoldering, it's smoky, it's relaxing. It's like you're sitting in the cabin at winter with the fire going. This is going to be a perfect winter scent. Oh my gosh. So the notes are cedar, oak, musk, wood, smoke, and fallen leaves. Seriously, this just reminds me of camping and you're in the cabin in the woods by the fire and it's fall leaves outside. This is beautiful. If you love painted leaves, I highly recommend this. If you didn't watch our live, Natalie, go watch our live. It's alphabetical. Go find Rustic Lodge and see what Natalie says about this. It's hysterical. It makes me so happy to watch her reaction to it. It's very, very good. I highly recommend that one as well. That will be going in my quarterly club and I will stock up on that. I say quarterly because I don't put a lot in my monthly. I mean, maybe some of them will, but I just don't need that much because I have a big wax collection. I don't need them to come to me quarterly because I just have too much wax. Southern Sweet Tea, I did this in my bathroom. I would say 8 out of 10. It was strong. I only used the one. My husband didn't like this. I think it wasn't, I was just using my bathroom as a testing site. I closed my door. They all know that when the doors are shut that I'm testing scents. So he opened it and he's like, "Oh!" So I didn't think it was as strong as he did. It's definitely peach, orange juice, and a tea. I don't live in the South, so I'm not going to say, but I know a lot of people said this doesn't smell like Southern sweet tea, but it definitely does smell like a tea. I will add this to a quarterly. I will get like 3 bars of that as well. It's very good. Another one I didn't warm is sweet pea and vanilla because I just actually warmed this like a month ago. This is raspberry, sweet pea, and vanilla. It's very floral. I remember it's strong to me. It's a beautiful floral. It is. It's raspberries. It's sweet pea with a creamy vanilla. It's very floral though, but there's just other florals that I like better. So I'm not going to get any more. I already have 2 bars. It's taken me forever. I think this was out a year or so ago, and I still have 2 bars from that. So this will be added to it. I will enjoy it, but it's not like a love of mine. I'm very happy if it's back for you. Vanilla suede. I did this in my husband's bathroom, 1 cube with the door shut. This is 10 out of 10. Vanilla, amber, sandalwood spice. What I get from this is like a book that is leather bound. That's kind of what the vibe I get. Almost like you're sitting in, again, let me go back to this very rustic room. You have a leather bound book and you're reading it. It's very good. It's almost like a smoky tobacco note-ish. I know Natalie said that, and I didn't really get that originally, but warming it, I definitely do. So if you like, it's, I don't want to say it's masculine because I don't want to scare you, but the suede part is where I feel like that's the masculine part. But it's almost book care suede vibe. So again, I'm just going to go back to that visual that I have. It's very good. I will repurchase more of that. I don't think I will club that. I was hoping that vanilla oud would come back. So this one's okay, but it's not a love of mine. And my husband didn't really like say anything. Usually if he says something about a scent, was that good or bad, his response? And then I'll decide if I repurchase it. I did this upstairs. This was a 10 out of 10 coming all the way downstairs. Is watermelon patch. This literally smells like a watermelon Jolly Rancher. I enjoyed it. I did 3 cubes. That was it. I did this with my daughter. Had a friend over yesterday, and I did it from morning until night, and then changed it this morning. I look forward to warming this with like cocoa lime, salty sea air scents. I mean, it's just so good. I know a lot of people don't like watermelon, but I think it's a good one to have. I do have a lot of good vendor watermelon as well, but if you don't do that, then it's good to try that one. I used 1 cube of this white sands in my son's bedroom. This was like an 8 out of 10. It's not overpowering by any means, where I did Rustic Lodge in his room and it was a 10 out of 10. That's still actually in there. He really likes that. This one, he was like, I don't really know what I think of this. I think it's because this is jasmine, coconut milk, and rice. If you've smelled vendor wax that has a rice note in it, that's definitely what I smell. It's like a sticky rice. You get the coconut milk and you get the rice with a little bit of jasmine. I mean, it's very unique. It's very interesting. I think I will probably stock up on this. I don't know that I will club this. So but we'll see. I could put it in a quarterly, and then by the time that comes, I could throw it out before it ships. But I would grab a couple bars, like maybe 2 more of this one just to have it, because it is very unique. Now, I'm so glad the first one and the last one are my favorites. Like, I am so blown away at this whiteout. If you watched our live, Michelle got very, very heavy peppermint, and I don't. I get apple, this beautiful golden apple with a lovely, slightly tree note, and it's still in the warmers for 2 days. I forgot to turn the warmers off, so literally 2 days. Today, it's finally light medium. But for 2 days, every time I came up here, and I was working up here yesterday, I was doing my nail. I fixed this nail because I had this French tip. You can barely see it. But then I decided to put these roses on my finger. So I was up here and then I was making a gift for someone, a nail tip gift. And so I was up here for like an hour, and this was in, and I was like, I love this scent. Love. I just get the best apple. Oh, and honestly, the peppermint, I just don't get. I know Michelle was like all she could smell, and then Natalie said dentist. I don't get that. I get more of a tree with some mint, but then I get the apple on this. I do. I don't know why. I don't get this. I'm not smelling the same thing they are. And again, that was so fun to do. I hope they want to do that next time they bring back my bars, or maybe we'll do it for the fall collection. Because this was just so fun to do and see all of our reactions, because I absolutely love this. And when I put this in my warmers, and I am blown away at this. I had no idea how much I would absolutely love this scent. If you like apple scents with that pine with a little bit of mint, and you like similar, I just encourage you to try this. Maybe you'll hate it and I'll be so sad, but warm this. But if you're more like Natalie and Michelle's scent preferences, you might not want to, but I think this is a standout as well as beach. So I'm going to go over now and grab my 6-pack of what I can't remember what, now I'm trying to think of what I said I would get when we did this earlier, but I know for sure a few of these that I would get. Let's see. Honestly, I don't know if I would include Churro only because of how the performance was, but we'll see. Okay, that one. Ooh, Harbor's Edge. Yes, heck yeah. 3, 4, 5. I don't know if I had Hemingway in there last time. So Whiteout, Beach, Happy Birthday, Rustic Lodge, Harbor's Edge. Okay, so again, Harbor's Edge, Rustic Lodge, Happy Birthday, Beach. Oh my gosh, I love Beach and Whiteout. These are like the 2 surprise obsessed with winners. So that's 5. I'm going to tell you I want to know if Churro does any better. How many bars do you use? Because should I have used the whole, bar, or how many do you do? 1 or 2 bars? Again, I think there's vendor wax that's very much the same, and it cost per ounce, I'm guessing vendor is going to be much better. So this is really, I'm not sure how I feel about this anymore. The performance is so bad. I'm very disappointed in the hype about that. So I think I would bump that out and put Hemingway in here, because although this is a more fall scent, I feel like you could get away with this August, September, and then you could go more to heavier like Rustic Lodge and Painted Leaves. But just based on the other ones, I'm going to say that this would definitely be in my first 6-pack. So I'm really sad about Churro. I think the other thing is hype, and Buzzworthy obviously didn't get voted back, and that was one that I really wanted. But this is so disappointing, as well as Churro for performance, for the hype that these got. This is just trash to me. I'm sorry, but that's really disappointing. And let me know your feedback, and maybe you completely disagree with me, but first of all, Minnie was in my bedroom with all the doors shut. There's no excuse for this not performing when Beach was a 10 out of 10 and I could smell it outside. This was sad. And churro, I don't want to warm this in my bedroom. So again, that's a smaller space, but who wants to smell churros in bed? I don't, because then it means I want to eat. This scent is beautiful, but what about fried ice cream? That's very comparable, and the performance is at least medium with fried ice cream. And there's lots of great vendor wax, like I said. That really reminds me of Milk and Cookies by Teddy B's. Teddy B's also has a churro, I believe, or churro something it's called. There's so many great vendor wax that's very comparable to churro that if you haven't ventured out, I'm sorry, but for bakery, Scentsy just really seems to be lacking, and we can see that in the catalog. We can see that in continually what they release for launches. So I'm sorry, but I don't mean to be disappointing, but you're going to get my honest feedback. I don't sugarcoat anything. I am a Scentsy consultant. That doesn't matter. Like, if I make a sale, I make a sale. If I don't, I don't. It's more about my integrity and my opinion and my honesty. You saw my six pack, but my biggest surprises were beach again and whiteout. I am just literally so happy. And I'm this six pack is just killer in my mind. I'm not even going to say Churro belongs there. Hemingway, happy birthday. Harbor's Edge, if you like aquatic. Rustic Lodge, so rustic, beautiful, whiteout and beach. I am going to buy a six pack in whiteout and a six pack of beach alone, and I'm going to probably put it in a quarterly and a bi-monthly. These are so, so good. They just make me happy. So again, buy your wax that makes you happy. If you're contemplating and about funds and you're like, between bakery, I know there's not a ton in here, but if you're going to talk about happy birthday versus churro, buy the happy birthday because the performance is much better in for what you're paying for these bars. And until Scentsy starts listening to us with performance on the oils that they're using, or I don't know, the clams seem a little better. They're not as strong as they once were. So that was something else we've complained about with these clams. Yeah, definitely not. So I don't know what's affecting the scent or if they've just changed and they're doing less oils. It's just very disappointing when you're spending $5 or $6, depending if you're bundling, saving this. You should always be bundling, saving your wax, whether it's a 3-pack or a 6-pack. It's a better price. I'm sorry, but you're just going to get my honest opinion. That's just the way it is. I am who I am, and I'm okay with that. So with that being said, let me and all of us know your thoughts and opinion on this. Bring back my bar. What are you going to snag? What things do you disagree with me? And here's the other thing about me. I am always, always willing to listen to other people. That's the thing. Although I might have this opinion, I'm always willing and want to learn and grow. So if there's something you can recommend, I would take that from you. But let me be very clear that I have two hot plates in that open concept. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 other Scentsy warmers, all different kinds. Ceramic, bulbs that are 40 and 25 watt. So in that room, I have a very good amount of wax that I can get I should be able to get good performance. This studio, when I did whiteout, because literally whiteout has been the only scent that I tested in this space because it was so dang good. It's only in this one, which this beast down here, this flower is hot. And those two are the only ones I have the whiteout in it. This is dirty. It has no wax in it. That has no wax. Like, I only put that whiteout in a 25, a Edison, and a 20 watt. I believe that Lighthouse is. So that goes to show to you that there's something clearly off in some of these bars. So I'm going to have dinner with my family and my husband because it is my birthday. If you sent me birthday wishes, I want to send you a big thank you. I am just blown away once again at how kind people are to me. I got birthday presents from Natalie and Alexis. I just have been so spoiled. I want to thank you for all the love, kindness, and support. My kids, my husband have spoiled me this week. I'm so blessed. I, again, want to say how much I feel part of this community, and I don't care what anyone says. There is so much love and kindness and support in this community. So thank you again so much. I'm sweating like a pig. With that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. Bye.